here in the heart. All right? Tag teams. And I grew up in a time in wrestling when tag teams mattered, when it wasn't just the same people every week. You had, the legends like Road Warriors, and then you had the new guys like the New Age Outlaws. You had Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys. You had all these new guys coming up, but you also had the veterans. And it was when tag teams meant something. And I remember on the road in indie wrestling, a guy told me one day, he said, the only reason people are in tag teams is when they don't have anything to do for those two superstars. I said, that's false. That's false. I don't believe that. You mean to tell me the only reason that people are in tag teams is because they have nothing else to do with them? That you're not going to last in a tag team. I mean, the point of a tag team was that you had chemistry with that guy, and you both had the same goal. You wanted to do something together. It was like when Stone Cold and Brian Pillman were, the Hollywood Blondes. They didn't want to be together at first, but they made it work. You don't see that anymore. These guys just want to outshine each other, and I don't get that. I think the only ones that don't want to do it is the Usos. I think the Usos are one of the ones that don't do it. And maybe Mizdow, but I don't know.
Well, no, I see what you're saying. They do need to have more emphasis on tag teams, but
yeah.
We're in a different time with wrestling too. People, yes, I want to see tag team wrestling, but everyone wants to be a star.
Yeah.
How many singing contests do we have now? I'm just saying on TV. There's at least, 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see a duet? How many groups?
No, we need to see a duet.
But how many groups you see anymore? That's my kind of my
you're
point.
Right. Yeah.
You got one group killing everything one direction right now. But
that's
my
no group.
point. My point is you don't see a group in wrestling. It's today's environment of times.
Yeah,
that's my point.
But, I mean, I don't understand why you can't have more tag teams, because I feel like it would help. It would help, develop more stars. Because how many people were in tag teams before they, branched off into doing their own stuff?
Well, you got to remember, they had territories.
Yeah.
So, it's not the same.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, here's a good example, and you can tell me I'm wrong. When Kofi Kingston was in the tag team, I liked Kofi in the tag team more than I liked him as a singles wrestler. I did.
Because some people are better as a tag team wrestler than they are single. Because when there's more emphasis on them when they're single. Like, for example, Marty Jannetty.
Oh, yeah.
After Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty did nothing.
He flopped.
I think he was an IC champion at one time. He was a tag team champion once again. But he never, he never really did anything else.
No.
So, it's the same thing nowadays. Nobody wants to, and it goes back to payroll. If you got, why have a tag team that's not working, like Los Matadors, okay? Why even have them on the payroll right now? I mean, seriously.
Very true.
What are they doing? Nothing. But they're paying them to be on the... But I see, they do need to have more tag teams.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back. You want to go over my list, JP's list. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude.
I told her quite a story, said I love her forevermore. But the trouble is I tell the same old story to every girl that walks through the door. This is the slick stuff talking at you, honey. Well, first they love me, and then they don't. Sometimes they do it, and sometimes they won't. So I said to this girl, hey, you get out. And she got to her feet and began to shout, you a die so blow, a die so blow. And you're always lying to your friends. You a die so blow, and you never get nothing in the end. What you talking about, lady?
This is the inspirational savior of wrestling, The Summit. That was memorable. In Los Angeles,
Yes.
the stars of stars. Here comes the pain. That ain't what Sable said. Because you got to be a believer. That's the reason we call him the show off, not the spell off. It wasn't as good as Bo Dallas, Bo Staker, Bowmanship, Bo Hayton. Bo up. You can slap tornadoes. I can climb a mountain because I'll be at the top of the summit. You're listening to Wrestling with Attitude on Stitcher, on Spreaker, and on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at WWA Show. Like us on Facebook at Wrestling with Attitude. And go to our website at WrestlingWithAttitude.com. And just believe in Wrestling with Attitude. Hi, welcome back to Wrestling with Attitude. What, enjoying my Facebook?
Yeah.
No. I want to check on some stuff. Like this. But before we went to break, we were talking about top 5 things WWE could do better in 2015.
And if you, the fans, would have anything you'd like to say or add to our discussion, please tweet us at WWA Show, like us on Facebook at Wrestling with Attitude, and check out our webpage. You know, we love your guys' feedback.
I've heard that before.
Makes our day.
Where have I heard that before? Sounds familiar.
Makes our day.
Yes, it does.
You can't tell which one's real and which one's not.
That's true.
We love your guys' feedback. We love your guys' feedback.
It's like an echo. It's an echo in this freaking place.
No, but let us know. If there's something we didn't mention, let us know. We want to hear you guys. But
what you got to say, JP?
Player.
Right.
That's another one. We need to bring him back. Bring back Teddy Long.
No, Teddy Long. No, don't bring him back.
Actually,
hey, what you got? I know Mike's got something to say over here.
J-Bo-L.
J-Bo-L.
There you go. I love it. All right. Anyway, before we went to break, we were talking about top 5s. I'm going to go through mine, and then we'll go to JP's.
All right.
Number 5 for me is have a WWE champion all year. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm okay with Brock not being around a couple pay-per-views. I think Brock shouldn't have to be a heavyweight champion. I think Roman Reigns, I think those younger guys need to be that champion. You bring back Brock Lesnar, you bring back The Rock, you bring back, any Chris Jericho, any of these guys, when you bring them back, have them wrestle in a main event. They don't have to fight for the belt. They can just have something on the line.
But don't you want the belt to be the main event? Oh,
I do want it to be the main event, but, I'm okay. I'd rather them come back and be the main event than fighting for the world title. Because John Cena versus The Rock does not need to be a world title match.
No, yeah.
Ever.
But, do these people not believe in passing the torch?
Well, they do, but they come back and they think, The Rock is WWE champion makes the business better.
No.
Well, that's what they think because, they make that title mean more.
See, that's why I've never had a problem with The Undertaker. Because The Undertaker comes back, but he's never main event. He hasn't main event in the past, 5 or so years.
Yes, he is.
No, he was never the main event at WrestleMania. He wasn't the main event the year with Triple H, both Triple H times, both with Shawn Michaels.
All right.
I'm just saying, he was never the main event. But you went to see that. It might have been one of those.
You can do now. Triple H is not going to be the main event.
Yeah.
He's going to be the second to last match,
which is fine.
Which that should be that case too. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, have a WWE champion all year that is a younger guy.
Okay.
I think like I said, Brock Lesnar being away for 2 or maybe 2 pay-per-views, but being away for 4. But that's not his fault.
Yeah.
That's WWE. That's because it's what contract they get.
At least he's on TV again.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Stop taking storylines from Total Divas.
Oh, God.
Look, different programs, I don't think you need to. The whole Tyson Kidd Natalia thing is just retarded to me.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody knows they're married. They're having problems on it. Let that stay on Total Divas. Okay, I know you're trying to get Tyson Kidd and then tell you some noise and make. I stop taking storylines. And nothing ever ends well when people get married and are on TV. Ask Jessica and Nick Lachey.
Oh, too soon.
Yeah, 98 degrees. It got high in here.
Yeah, it did.
So, but that's the point. You don't Total Divas storylines. Look, we all know that John Cena, Nikki Bella, no matter if they get married or not, or messing around, they're together, whatever. I don't need to see it on TV. But they keep it. You know what I do like about it? They keep it off of Raw.
Yeah,
You don't see Nikki and John Cena backstage all the time or in the ring
You're
doing
right.
things.
No, you don't see that.
You never see it.
No.
It's different storylines. You never really see Brie and Daniel Bryan. They did have that little run. They were but they didn't really push it.
Yeah, they
until
didn't.
They went away until they did the Stephanie McMahon storyline.
And again, I thought, Daniel was supposed to be in an affair with her. You never hear anything about that anymore.
On Total Divas? You never heard an affair on Total Divas?
Yeah. But you never heard about it, when he came back anyways. But.
Right. But, and then, to me, if they're a heel, they don't need to be on Total Divas. Because the one that bothers me was Nikki and Brie. Okay,
yeah.
You knew they were not fighting each other because you watched Total Divas. They're fine. They're hanging out, eating, having a Java juice.
Java juice.
Yeah, I'm being serious. They're at some organic bar somewhere in Arizona.
I think it's like what you told me, and many people in the indie wrestling world have told me years ago. Kayfabe is dead. It is. You can say whatever you want, and people can technically do whatever they want nowadays because of social media and everything else. It's going to get out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was a picture tweeted out New Year's Day or New Year's Eve party. The Miz, Johnny Mundo now, but it used to be John Morrison, Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler, and Justin Roberts all hanging out.
Oh, God.
I mean, social media, you don't see it somewhere.
Yeah.
But you know what? You don't have to put it on your TV and then play a program that they're fighting each other when they're not.
Yeah. Well, but that's why I don't want to watch Total Divas, because I think Total Divas is ruining wrestling a little bit.
I enjoy watching Total Divas and I do watch it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I watch it because it's.
I bet you binge watch it.
It's WWE TV. No, I don't binge watch. I watch it once a week.
Okay.
I haven't watched it since it's been on W Network though, because I've seen them all.
Yeah.
But the thing I like about it, is you see the life backstage of a wrestler.
Yeah.
And I like seeing them going to a different place and everything they do. And how they interact with each other. Like, I love watching Jimmy Uso and Naomi because they're just watching them together. It's just funny because the way them two interact with each other. And you enjoy that. Like when John Cena and Nikki are talking together or driving somewhere, it's funny to me. To see John Cena be John Cena outside the ring.
Yeah. You get to
just
see
like
him
Daniel
normal.
Bryan outside the ring.
Yeah.
Is normal.
I mean, that's
the
cool.
guy.
It's just, the thing I don't like is that, people want to, keep it, the reality and business separate. They're not,
Right. No, I know. The next one I had is craft lengthy, meaningful feuds. And what that means is, just like you see now with Ryback and Rusev, they're crafting a meaningful, long feud that will probably go until WrestleMania.
Hopefully.
Just like Ambrose and Bray Wyatt is a great feud right now, and they're